everybody, good morning, and welcome into another Roulette Rivals 7 matchup today between k-kaneta and davidredsox. I am joined for today's shoutcast by the one and only Yannini. Yannini, are you there, sir? Good morning.
Hello, hello. Of course I'm here.
Awesome. How are you today, Yannini?
Oh, I'm great. I basically woke up and watched the match, then admin the match, then casted the match. I'm having a great Sunday so far. It's really chill, just having a great day after that.
Awesome.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Similar to you, I just woke up only a little bit ago, and I got my hot tea and honey here. I am all ready. So thrilled to be co-casting a match with you. I know we tried a little while ago, but we didn't actually get a match to commentate on, but we've definitely got one here today. Both players are live and online. k-kaneta, davidredsox. This is going to be a huge match. These are both very fearsome players.
Oh yes, totally. It's gonna be so great. I've been hyped for this match for quite a while.
Yes.
It's gonna be good.
Same here, yeah. Taking a quick look at our players' performance, we can see that k-kaneta has fought on Whittleton Creek here a total of 2 times and won both. davidredsox has competed in Whittleton Creek a total of 6 times, 2 wins and 4 losses, with a map record of 5 minutes and 24 seconds. Currently held by Chris X3. That was set in our last event, Roulette Rivals World Championships 2021. Yannini, our spin is here. Why don't you tell the people what we've got to look forward to?
Yes, I'd love to. We have for Janus a loud explosive weapon as plumber, and for Nolan Cassidy a neck snap as a position.
All right, so 2 unique disguises here and a loud explosive kill on Janus. Now that forbids the use of a breaching charge. As most of us know, you're going to have to be loud with that explosion, and k-kaneta jumping in straight away, davidredsox not far behind. Looks like Kaneta's going to go for the politician grab first, and David looks to be doing the same thing with this triple shot bullet distraction. Oh, wait a second. Kaneta has not gone. Oh, wait. Doing a toss distraction behind the fence here. No, I haven't seen this before.
Step back and let me deal with this. Thanks.
Yeah, this is interesting because I have seen this quite a few times for the politician assistant, not for the politician himself, but it's possible for sure to get him there. I think I saw someone else do that yesterday.
It didn't work out for Kaneta, though. He pulled the deputy back. I'm not sure he was looking for that outcome there. David's grabbed one of the Cassidy bodyguard disguises here. Oh, and he does, he's got both of them back here now investigating the distraction.
Nice.
Wow, that's an awesome grab from David.
Yeah, it's like disguise delivery. Really nice. And I'm interested if he... Oh, he's turning the volume up. I'm interested if he's gonna get him, like, right now.
Oh, but David, I think forgot the camera there. I think what he was going to do was peekaboo Nolan out through the window there, but you can't do that with the camera up still. He had his gun in hand and was going to aim through the window, and you can't do that in front of a camera, unfortunately.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's just... Because he's again really nice. It was working quite a few bullet distractions here, and
Kaneta's got his politician's disguise there. He had reset, I think, twice, but he does get the politician's disguise. Looks like we're gonna see an early grab there on Nolan. He does a peekaboo and he sets the briefcase down to pull him into the garage there. Very nice grab here. I've not seen this before.
Yeah, that one was a bit tricky, to be honest, so very nicely done. Like, of course, garage trespassing and can't peekaboo him there, but it's very much not easy, so all by Kaneta. Gonna get that first kill down.
Wow, very fast. 1.5 minutes to get that neck snap kill on Nolan. Gonna leave him in the garage and shut the garage door there, and now I think going to grab the 2 clues over here, the lawsuit documents and the cigar box.
Yes. And now David is at the same point again, but this time he's he has not forgotten the camera.
This is an interesting. He's on the left side of the house there. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I know the peekaboo can work if you're over by the fumigator, but I had not seen one done there, and I don't think David went the way he was hoping it would. So that's going to be a restart there for David. k-kaneta's now grabbed 2 of the 3 clues he needs. Still needs 1 more, and gotta go grab the plumber now and get this Janus kill.
David really wants to get this done early, so yeah, he's trying to do that a lot. I mean, yeah, has a lot of results because of that. So it might be an issue for him, because k-kaneta now has grabbed those 2 clues and the kill, so only needs I assume he's gonna grab the 3rd clue from Janus' basement, and of course the Janus kill. So k-kaneta is looking really good right now.
Yeah, and he just grabbed his remote explosive weapon there from the agency stash by the little park bench. So he is making moves, heading straight for Janus. I imagine we'll see this done remotely. Lure him somewhere, maybe gramophone, maybe somewhere else. Set the explosive, then grab the plumber, detonate, and get out of there. So we'll see if k-kaneta can move through these last couple motions of the spin. David's getting ready. He's got the peekaboo here on Nolan. Nicely done. k-kaneta's got a huge advantage though, so David still has a lot of work ahead of him and needs to hope that k-kaneta's not going to rip because he has a very large lead here.
Yes, he has now turned on the gramophone, which will make Janus after a bit, because Janus is still outside. It's gonna take a while, but at some point he's gonna. Yeah, there we go. He heard the distraction, heard the gramophone, and now gonna go up. In the meantime, David did succeed with his peekaboo this time and got the kill on Nolan.
Hopefully that'll be fine to leave there. I think he took care of all the guards and wandering eyes that kind of moved through the backyard. So. Little risky, maybe just leaving bodies lying out in the open, but if you know that no one's going to see it, then you certainly can do that, but hopefully nothing unexpected happens, as it often does in roulette.
Yes. Well, there we go. Have now k-kaneta knocking out Gunther. And it's looking really good. He just can just take Gunther's disguise, get in the basement, get the last clue, and then look for an exit.
Gonna put that micro remote explosive there, right between Janus's legs, as he is slumped against the desk there. And as you said, head into the basement, grab the last clue, take care of the evidence. Then just needs to grab the plumber's disguise. Speaking of plumber, David is grabbing the plumber outright. Not going to be doing it remotely.
Yeah, I mean, that's also an option, of course. There's a closet in there, so definitely a possibility.
Sure.
Why not? It's kind of on the way, so why not?
Yeah, definitely. This could be a little optimization here to maybe catch up and possibly force a photo finish, depending on how the rest of k-kaneta's run goes here.
I mean, I think the restarts will cost him too much, because I think David's gonna go for a bit of a faster thing, not luring up with the gramophone, but just going in the house and KOing his 2 guards. It should be faster for sure, but I don't think it's gonna be enough for to catch up with k-kaneta. I could be wrong though, because k-kaneta now has done the last part of his spin, KOing the plumber and getting at this guy, and just needs to run to an exit.
And do you think we'll see the boat exit there? Yes. Yes, we are.
Oh,
Very
nice.
Style points.
I didn't... Oh, that's for sure, that's style point. I haven't even thought of that, but it's a close exit, so yeah.
Yeah, it's the only exit really on this half of the map. I mean, not including the work van exit there, but that requires a pacification.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but there are also quite a few manholes which you can open with the crowbar, so that also works. But boat exit definitely is style point. I don't think anyone has ever done that in AR, so
right.
Yeah, that's very nicely done.
Always
GG.
cool to see a unique exit utilized, and k-kaneta is out. GG's for k-kaneta, 6 minutes 19 seconds in-game time. Just 1 or 2 rips at the start with grabbing the politician's disguise, but he's out. Very clean run. David still needs to get the Janus kill.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of close. I'm gonna wait out of the photo finish window. Otherwise, it would be unfair. So it's possible technically.
But Kaneta's got
Just
a
for-
very large lead.
Yes. I don't think he loaded for that long, even with like 3 restarts. But I'm just gonna let it play out anyway. Okay, it was just outside the photo finish window. So it's gonna be awarded to k-kaneta.
All right,
If
congrats,
you're interested,
k-kaneta.
It was 48 seconds.
Ooh, wow. Just 1 second, as you said, 1 second outside of the photo finish window. David obviously did it with less in-game time, 4 minutes and was that 19 seconds or so? And Kaneta did it in 6 minutes, 19 seconds. So while David did have the faster in-game time on that particular run, it does include all of the time for planning and loading and all that stuff since the spin is delivered to the players. So Kaneta did it faster than David, taking those first 2 points in this matchup. Now, it is worth mentioning that this is a round 3 matchup. And when it's a round 3 matchup, it is not first to 4, it is first to 6. So we will play on each player's map choice and at least one randomly selected map chosen by hitmaps.com. And if anybody here in the chat is not familiar with hitmaps.com, let me just tell you quickly about it. It's your one-stop shop for all things Hitman. You've got interactive maps, you've got links to the Frody7 speedrunning community Discord, which is a place you can go to find all sorts of Hitman-related contests and competitions. And the interactive maps are a huge boon not only to roulette competitors, but just Hitman players in general who want to learn about where different disguises are located, where different items can be found, propane flasks, electrocution opportunities, chandeliers, things like that. You can find all of that on hitmaps.com, so go check that out. Actually, I think I even have a command for it here. Let me see. Do I? Yeah, there it is. And here is a link to the community Discord as well. We are always looking to get new players involved in our competitions and in the Hitman community. All players of all skill levels are welcome to join and encouraged to join, whether you're a rookie or 3-time champion. There's always fun to be had here in competing with these events.
Yeah, very nice ad block. I agree. So if you like the look of this, I'd very much encourage you to join. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it's
no
so
matter
much
how
fun.
skilled you are.
We all love it. The shout, everyone will tell you that this is just
Yeah.
it's such a great time when the roulette events are going on because it's fun to play in. It's especially fun to watch. I know from the perspective of a shoutcaster, I love being able to shoutcast these matches, especially with so many of the other shoutcasters. Obviously, there's a lot of people on the shoutcasting team, part of the community. Everyone's got a different style and flavor, and it's always fun to watch no matter who's casting and no matter who's playing. So, but we are going to be traveling to our next match here, Haven Island, which was chosen by davidredsox. Obviously, Haven Island, 3-target map, tons of disguises, and also some additional challenge. Just sort of the nature of Haven Island. There, it's got a little bit of jank. It's got a little bit of specific kind of considerations that you have to make with where you make KOs and where you leave your bodies lying. It's kind of like hard mode roulette, especially if you're not familiar with it. But I know you're very familiar with Haven Island, Yannini. Would you say this is one of your favorite maps to play on, or at least your experience with it?
I would so, yeah. By now, I would actually say so. It was one of the last 3 maps I learned because I always with Santa Fortuna, Mumbai, and Haven. I was like, don't really want to learn that. It's too complex, too large, you know. Mm-hmm. But at some point I did get around to it, and now I really like it actually. It grew on me more and more. Mm-hmm. And there are sadly some issues with the map, especially wall hacks and large view cones and stuff. But I think the design is really well done, and it makes for a great roulette map.
Yes, well said. I agree. I'm especially fond of the aesthetic of the map. It's sunny and picturesque vacation paradise, and then when you get those 2 targets down, you got a dark, terrifying tropical storm. It's a nice juxtaposition of, sunny paradise with, some trouble in paradise, maybe.
I agree, yeah.
It's a very cool map. Our lifetime stats here, Kaneta's fought here 7 times, 4 wins, 3 losses. David has been here 5 times, 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. And our spin has just arrived. If you don't mind, I'll take this one, Yannini.
Please go ahead.
We have Tyson Williams eliminated with a fall disguised as a snorkel instructor, or the snorkel instructor. That is a unique disguise. Stephen Bradley eliminated with drowning, disguised as a resort guard. And Ludmila Vetrova eliminated with an explosive accident, disguised in the gas suit. Okay, now I know Fall Tyson, that's a condition that can be a little tricky, although I think with the recent rule change, you don't need a dump prompt to actually get him killed by a fall. So is that now viable to try getting in his little hot tub?
Yes, very good point. It was a bit. I think it is still tricky. If you do, like, most of the people dumped him from his balcony, but as I mentioned, large view cones, you have to be really careful.
Yes.
But it is possible for sure.
Okay, so let's see what they decide to do.
Not easy. Yep.
David starting as the villa staff and running straight through. k-kaneta starting at the shark hut, it looks like. This is the hut that 47 is checked into as Tobias Reaper. Gets an early stash pickup there, which looked like a Calmer pistol there. So let's see what they decide to do. What was David Red Sox doing?
Okay.
Just got a non-target kill on that guard.
No.
I think he's just testing to see if he can get a fall kill here outside the gates.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like he did.
And you can.
Interesting.
Okay. Nice. I mean, it's important that you have to, can test it out. So
Sure.
yeah, that's your next opportunity for fall kill. Yeah, on Haven, a lot of people like to do different things. There are people who like to isolate Tyson in his cinema room. Then there's the peekabooing him outside, which is what David is trying to do. I would say. That's the spot where Tyson will end up, and just test it if you can dump him there, which you can. And of course, the server lure is also an option, where you lure all 3 targets down to the server room.
Sure.
And there, of course, are also opportunities where you can dump Tyson. So yeah, lots of approaches here. And looks like David is gonna go for peekaboo, and I assume k-kaneta is gonna go for.
Ooh.
Well, what he's gonna go for is interesting. But k-kaneta gets spotted through the window.
Yeah, that's that is a tricky room sometimes to get pacifications on Ludmila. In that room there's some people outside frolicking and enjoying their vacation time, riding jet skis and such, and they've got those large view cones which sometimes peer into that bathroom. So that's a restart from k-kaneta. Not far behind David, though. David's reset now once, at least, possibly twice. So both players still on pretty equal footing here. Let's see what they decide to do. David's working on, I believe he's seekered Stephen Bradley already, so he's going to be making his way to the bathroom for the drowning kill. David needs to get into a resort guard disguise quickly, though.
Yes. I mean, there are a lot of resort guards around, which is kind of the advantage here. There are, yeah, there's a guard here leaning on the corner. Pretty much all, a lot of guards around there.
Oh, doesn't one follow Stephen into the bathroom too? His personal guard that follows him is
a villa guard follows him into the bathroom.
Oh, it's a villa guard. Okay.
It's a villa guard, yeah, which is really good for some other things, to be honest. Like having a villa guard there with Stephen is a huge advantage, and but there are a lot of resort guards around as well. And yeah, I mean, k-kaneta gets a resort guard from Ludmila because her bodyguard is a resort guard. So, yeah.
So k-kaneta's set to grab that disguise. Looks like David almost did a replan there.
Yeah,
k-kaneta
nearly.
needs to be careful with this pacification again here. Oh no!
Don't touch.
Okay, well, that was an unfortunate KO there, where Ludmila saw
yeah,
that
it
happen.
worked out in the end.
Yes, it did work out. Thankfully, that was a close one. So
indeed, it was.
He's got Ludmila now isolated here. This is the Shark Hut bathroom, if I'm not mistaken. And David gets nice pacification on the Villa Guard there, and the drowning kill outright on Stephen Bradley. So that's 1 of 3 done for David at 1 minute and 40 seconds into the run. That disguise change may have been a little early. I'm not sure. The drowning kill
for David, you mean?
Yeah, for Stephen Bradley, the words on the screen didn't pop up like straight away, but
Well,
I don't think that's one.
true.
Yeah, I don't think
But
that's one
yeah,
that's generally
drowning.
a problem.
I don't think so. No. Drowning should be pretty much immediately.
Right.
So
I think it may have
yeah,
just been a bit of lag with the server, perhaps just not showing the words on the screen straight away.
I think that should be totally fine.
Yeah.
No need to check that.
Okay. So
but it's a good point to remember.
k-kaneta's returning to Ludmila here with the propane flask.
Yes.
Are we gonna see this done remotely? He's got a taser. Yeah, this will be a remote kill.
I would assume so. Very nice. Very nice. I assume David is gonna do a bit differently and not even isolate Ludmila. Just gonna, after he got everything else done, just gonna do a drive-by kill with the breacher drop. Or no. As I say that, he sets up, he throws the propane onto the plate that Ludmila wants to eat from.
Right, and it actually broke. It broke the plate. It shattered. And he let the propane flask just sit there leaking, and it's also set a taser up there as well. So this is something that's very sensitive to timing. Ludmila goes to the restaurant at a very specific time to eat, so David probably knows that time and will plan to be in the right disguise, or he's going to restart. Interesting. What was his thought process there, I wonder?
Yeah, I'm always interested to hear about after the match what the players were thinking when they were doing certain decisions. So I'm interested in there as well.
Yeah.
If I was missing something, I'm not quite sure. Maybe remembered something. Because
it's hard to say. It's hard to make a guess when, as you said, when we can't hear, what they're thinking. Maybe it was a planning thing.
Yes.
Although I don't think it was a planning issue because he didn't do a replan. He just did a restart.
Exactly. Which is very interesting. To answer the question about the leg shot from the chat, starting this tourney, fall kills are also allowed by previously for a fall kill you would need to have a dump eliminate prompt, but now you just it's not required anymore, so that would count as a fall kill.
Yes, it would. k-kaneta does get his Stephen Bradley drowning kill. As well. Now he is working on getting the snorkel instructor disguise, it looks like.
Yeah, I think it's... I mean, he already has a Ludmila kill set up. He just needs this disguise. He's gonna do it by rustling the bushes a bit and then cornering him, I would assume.
That does bring them into the bushes to investigate, so he wants to pacify or tranquilize the snorkel instructor here and make the disguise change while he is crouched in the bushes. David is opting to bring the snorkel instructor into the hut here with a seeker.
Yeah, not bad. Also definitely an opportunity. He had a lot of darts, and so why not? And as I said, I assume he doesn't need a dart for Ludmila in the spin, so he should definitely have the space for that.
Sure, he'll probably be using his other dart for Steven to get him into the toilet, obviously, who is still there. He looks like Steven is still using the bathroom there, so he will need to grab himself a quick resort guard disguise, though he's not going to keep using the toilet for much longer.
Indeed, should be doable though.
So meantime, he does change his disguise there, and he's going now to pacify this guard and get the drown. Nicely done there by David. Yeah. One kill down, and has the disguise needed for the Tyson kill bagged up just a few steps away.
Ooh, what happened? She heard something interesting. Was the door still open or something?
It must.
She heard something.
Because he did get a target lockdown when he threw his briefcase at the Villa guard. He got a little target lockdown there, so that may have made Steven scream, which could have attracted some attention. But that would have only worked if the doors were open, though, as you said.
Must have still been open, but I guess so. Yeah, and also to that topic as well, because that's very close. Because drowning, you need the prompt, and if they panic, they don't have that prompt. So. David kind of did it last second. He killed the guard, and which often attracts Steven's attention.
Now it looks like k-kaneta is going to be doing the server lure. He's just poisoned the ventilation. with an emetic flower, which there are several of those scattered around the map. You never need to bring an emetic poison on this map. So he's going to run around and yank all those server racks out of their place, which will bring all of the targets to this location one at a time. Obviously, Stephen Bradley is already eliminated, so he will be paged, but he will not arrive. Just Tyson and Ludmila. Obviously, he's in his snorkel instructor disguise, so he'll be set for the Tyson kill. Going to take care of the evidence console there.
Yeah, definitely also possibility just use the server loop for Tyson. And of course, yeah, it's a lot of stories here, so definitely possible to throw Tyson somewhere here. In the meantime, he's just changing into the gas suit and popping the middle kill. Like it's an accident kill, so
very nice.
Even if she gets found, it doesn't matter.
Right, because that is an accident kill. So as you said, the body gets discovered. Just unfortunate accident. David restarting again.
We have a lot of trouble here.
Yeah.
He's really struggling to find a strat that works for him. I think they're overcomplicating it a bit, but it's trying to be too fast.
Yeah, there's definitely something to be said for the management of nerves and stress and continual restarts and stuff. It's a compounding issue. However, we have seen players restart a number of times and then they finally find their footing, they find the rhythm, they make all the moves they need to make without any difficulties. So hopefully David is on the right track now. Meanwhile, k-kaneta just waiting for Tyson Williams to get down here, and we'll need to switch back into his snorkel instructor disguise before he gets that fall kill on Tyson. So everyone, I think, is done being sick now and is returning to their original positions here in the server. That's the one thing you gotta be very careful of when you do the server lures. It puts a whole bunch of people out, they all walk away to go find somewhere to be sick, and then they slowly return. So it can be hard to account for all of those moving pieces of the puzzle, but we'll see if k-kaneta stay in command here.
Yeah. Distracted Tyson around the corner. I'm not too familiar with the server lure, but I assume he's not gonna get found there. So
yeah, I hope so.
Need to change. Yeah, I mean, he also he's gonna kill him right away, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just needs to get back to Tyson, but it's shouldn't be an issue. There are a lot of people that were emetic before that are returning now, though. So he still has to drag him to a ledge and throw him off there, which takes like 5 seconds.
Yeah, and there's
so
a
he
lot
has
of
to be
people,
careful that he doesn't get spotted doing that.
There's a lot of people in that room too with the glass windows, and those view cones can be generous. Let's see, does he get the dump prompt here? He finds it. No Ripperinos, he gets it. He gets his fall kill, has his green guns intact. Now just needs to make a swift escape here. Now this is a trespassing disguise. I think this will put him near the plane exit, which we might see him opt for, but just play it carefully, play it safe.
That's very close, and but yeah, that was very nice done from k-kaneta.
Wow.
First try. Not quite first try, but like nearly first try. Right, he got spotted through the bathroom.
Sure.
But yeah, he executed his stat very well.
Wow. GG's. Well fought. Really well fought by both players. Clearly, David had some idea, of what he wanted to do and how to move through here. Just kind of struggled to find his footing a little bit. Maybe had some less than ideal outcomes with timing of targets and things. Clearly, he knew how to get the Ludmila kill. He got the Stephen Bradley kill. We didn't see him actually move on Tyson, but he had an idea of how to get Tyson, I think, by peekabooing him out, to the front gate of the villa and then dumping him into the ocean. That's really cool, honestly. I did not know you could dump him there. I still don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that peekaboo lure, but maybe I'll practice it and learn that, because that seems like certainly a viable place to try and get a dump kill or a fall kill on
for sure
on Tyson. So k-kaneta now sitting here with 4 points, David with 0, but he's not out yet. If he takes Colorado, and he can still make a comeback here, but obviously k-kaneta, extremely fearsome competitor. Was k-kaneta new on the scene? He was a rookie in Roulette Rivals World Championships, right?
Not quite. He did play R6, but he lost he lost his both games and dropped out immediately. and then came back swinging next tournament. So
he
basically a
got
rookie.
really good really fast. So k-kaneta is definitely a extremely fierce competitor, but that's not to sell David Red Sox short either. Obviously, David Red Sox has been around in the community for a while, very well experienced roulette player here. k-kaneta is just a really tough opponent. They're both extremely tough opponents, but this is certainly a tough matchup for sure. k-kaneta's playing extremely well. David hopefully can calm his nerves here a little bit. Maybe we'll adapt to the spin that we get here on Colorado, which we'll be getting that in just over a minute. Taking a look here at some of our players' performance statistics, k-kaneta has fought a match on Colorado a total of 5 times. That is made up of 3 wins and 2 losses. David Red Sox has fought here also 5 times, 1 win and 4 losses. So the map record for one of our competitors completing a spin on Colorado is held by Speedster. Completed a spin in 7 minutes and 44 seconds, and that's a real-time spin, including loads and planning. So that's going to be a tough record to beat, I think.
Yeah, I tend to agree, but Colorado, our first random map, Woodland Creek was chosen by k-kaneta and Haven by David.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the competitors did not know this map before, so didn't really have time to practice that, but they're gonna have to play it now anyway, and those players are experienced, so they know all maps on a very high level anyway.
Sure.
So I think that's not gonna be a problem.
So our spin's going to be here in just a couple seconds. Yannini, why don't you go ahead and take this one? Tell us what we have.
I will do that. For Sean Rose, we got a silent sniper rifle as the point man. For Penelope Graves, we have a cleaver as... one second. A cleaver as Militia Spec Ops. As for Ethelberg, we have an explosive weapon as Militia Elite. And for Maya Pavadi, we have a screwdriver as Militia Technician.
All right. So, none of these kills are live kills, so that sort of makes things easier for our players here. You don't have to worry about timing as much. You will to some extent, depending on what isolations or lures you want to try to get. I know Maya can be sensitive to timing. So we'll see what they opt to go for. k-kaneta starting hacker start. Going to try and get a quick pacification and isolation done for Sean. But he does restart straight off the bat. Not sure what happened there. I think maybe he missed a grab on his baseball, maybe? Really know.
Yes. So interestingly enough, this is quite a... Colorado has a lot of... not a lot of melee weapons and stuff, but a lot of excellent kills, of course, at every map. So, and for 4 targets, the chance that, at least one of them is a live kill is quite high. So, but this is more of a standard spin. All 4 can be knocked out. k-kaneta gets seen at the last second by the hacker.
Yeah, they're standing in the evidence room by the terminal. Oh yes, predictions.
This is interesting by David, I think, because normally we have those 2 threats, the hacker start and the Westbridge start in on Colorado, but David is doing a bit different thing here. He's starting as Militia Soldier, which is nothing we see ever.
Yeah, that's definitely one you don't tend to see a lot of, but you certainly can make it work if you've got if you have an idea of how to work with a certain start. Definitely very viable. Now it's worth pointing out that's not one of the disguises necessary for any of the kills here.
Yes.
But maybe that's the best starting location for at least what he's imagining his run looking like. So I will start a quick prediction if anyone wants to get one in here. You got a minute to predict who will be victorious on Colorado here.
Yes, I think it's also a good point to mention that this is basically he still has the house clear out, so it's basically the same as Suit start. One has a disguise, which doesn't really help him here right now. But he can't bring the sniper in. None of the players started Suit, so it couldn't just bring in the sniper immediately.
Right.
Which means they have to pick it up at some point. And Colorado has a lot of stashes, which are convenient. But the agency pickups, like where you can smuggle large weapons, are not really that convenient. But it's not impossible, of course.
Sure.
So, they just have to go a bit out of the way,
Right.
probably.
So both players did get that synchronized kill there on Ezra Burr. They both,
Yeah.
I believe they used breachers to make that happen.
Yes.
So both getting that at the same time in their militia elite disguise, which is the disguise that is down in the basement here. Now moving on to their next kill. Both players at a very similar in-game time, 1 minute and 33 seconds, 34 seconds. Very synced up here. This is always interesting to see. Obviously, they're in different places of the map, but the timing of the cycles and things are probably very similar for the rest of the targets. Oh, k-kaneta, it's going to restart there. I don't think he had any issues. I didn't see
I didn't
red
see
guns.
it either.
Maybe just, realized he wouldn't have time to maybe get to Maya. I don't know. I feel like you could have gotten to Maya. She's at the generator by 2 minutes 30 seconds, so he may have been able to make that work, but does opt to restart. So
I'm not really sure either.
David's got a that's all right. Sometimes it's hard, even with two shoutcasters watching, looking between the screens. This inputs and things happen so quickly sometimes. It can be hard to catch every single detail. But David now is over here at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That is the right time to try and pull Maya away from this vehicle that she's standing at.
And he is already in the technician disguise, so he's in the right disguise, and I think he also probably has a screwdriver, because that's kind of on the way. Immediate weapons on Colorado not really that difficult to collect.
Sure.
So it could be a second kill down here for David, which would be really nice. The only thing to look out for here are the 2 roaming guards.
Yes.
But they have already passed, so this is a very nice second kill for David.
All right, David now with 2 of the 4 targets eliminated, needs to get Sean Rose and Penelope Graves. Sean, right about now, I think is about to isolate himself sort of in that little barn, if I'm not mistaken. Does need to get a point man, the point man disguise though, and also doesn't have his sniper rifle picked up yet either.
Yes, that is indeed the case. Can either isolate him in this barn, which he's now going to enter, or alternatively could also wait till he's back in the house. It's also a possible option.
And he has cleared out this barn already. There are 2 militia technicians who hang out in here, but he's already taken care of that.
I mean, yeah, it's really fast.
Definitely was preparing, he knew he was going to grab him there. So he's got Sean Rose down. Now grabbing Penelope Graves. I know that she walks over to this shed here at a certain point in her cycle. I'm not sure what the exact minute marker is that she comes over here, but obviously if he could get her here, the militia spec ops disguise is, there's one here, and you also got the point man right here. So this works out for David. This would be a good optimization.
I mean, Penelope is knocked out of the house, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, he did get Penelope there.
But that will, of course, be it's of course a very nice idea. I agree. Now he just needs to run with that. He needs to grab a sniper, and there is there's a agency pickup right, like kind of next to the Westbridge start.
Yes.
Between the barn where he just picked up and the Westbridge start, but it's not where where the sniper was. It looks like he stashed it in the in the barn where Maya is upstairs.
k-kaneta does get the Maya Parvati kill as well. Was he in the right disguise though when that happened?
He did not kill her yet. He just knocked her out.
Okay, sure.
So it's all fine. But yeah, that's not the correct disguise yet. I think he just didn't have time because he already knocked out Sean in the house, so he didn't really have time to get that disguise before. I think.
Good call. Now David is that point man he's with, or is that militia spec ops that he's wearing? I think point man has the studded.
It's hard to say, but it's point man. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't really tell the difference honestly, but I saw that he picked up the point man because he was sitting on the couch and only the point man sits on the couch.
Sure.
So that is the right disguise. Now I have to run back to the to that place. Just this time get the Spec Ops disguise.
Oh yes, the point
Run
man's
to the
wearing a
house.
hood versus a like helmet.
Oh
that
right,
the Spec
yeah,
Ops
that's the
are wearing.
difference. Mm.
So he did
Yeah.
switch, now heading back to Penelope. I think he's got the cleaver in hand as well, so David just needs to move carefully because Militia Spec Ops is not allowed here in the main shelter.
Indeed. But his path is cleared,
Mhm.
so he should have this. That's looking really good for him. Just needs to throw this at her head and then he can get out. And k-kaneta is like that one, like both players restart at once.
Mhm.
But I think k-kaneta even tries, but yeah, it might cost him. Here, David had a really fast strat. He was flying.
Yeah.
Just needs to exit now. Not sure he's pausing. There was a correct kill. So, ooh, someone heard something.
What?
What? Oh,
Did someone hear?
no.
Did someone hear the toss at Penelope?
Through the door? How? What?
Yeah, someone must have heard that cleaver toss on Penelope. That is heartbreaking.
Okay, wow. But I mean, I knew that was like there was some warning or something, but the door was closed, and that shouldn't have been a thing, to be honest. Oh, that sucks for David, to be honest. He was doing so well.
Yeah,
It
he
was.
was.
So executed. Oh man.
That's a tough rip. As we know, sometimes audio distractions do travel through certain ceilings and walls and floors. Like for instance, that audio lure to get Blake Nathaniel up into the bathroom where Sophia uses in the Isle of Scale. I don't think anybody knew that sound could travel through that basement door, though. That's a really unfortunate way to learn about that potential for sound to travel there. That's a tough one for David.
I mean, also, I
Ouch.
think that was one of the guards that were standing outside, so there must have been even two doors. Like, I haven't seen that ever before, and I've done that killed her there 1,000 times, so that's very interesting. We'll have to investigate that after the match. Maybe David has an idea.
Yeah.
But for now, that means k-kaneta is in the lead again.
Yes, k-kaneta's got 2 targets down, 2 targets killed, rather. Believe Penelope is isolated as well. k-kaneta's now heading off in the malicious Spec Ops disguise to get... he's got both targets down, actually, it looks like. So, just needs the Penelope Graves kill and the Sean Rose kill. David does get Ezra Berg killed. That's a relatively easy kill to get, just because of how quickly and easily you can isolate him there in the basement and use a silent, breacher to get the explosive weapon kill on him. A lot of catch up to do without a rip from k-kaneta here. It's unlikely David could catch up, but we'll see what happens with Penelope. Maybe someone heard that cleaver toss for k-kaneta.
Yes, say everything is possible. I don't think so. That shouldn't normally happen. I'm not sure if something doesn't happen to David because of like unique copy moment or something. But k-kaneta already had the disguise, so he changed back into the point man and got the last 2 kills down really quickly. It's now gonna exit and it's gonna be it.
Wow. Incredible work there by k-kaneta. Really, really unfortunate rip from davidredsox at the end, though. I mean, I'm trying to think why that would have even happened. Like, maybe Penelope was too close to the door or her head was facing up. I know that when you get a lethal throw on a pacified target, if their head is like facing the ceiling or whatever, it makes a noise and that can attract nearby NPCs, which must have been what happened. That's the only thing I could think, but that noise should not have traveled beyond that door. That's definitely an anomaly. Ouch.
Man, that's sad for him because, like, I mean, yes, David had, especially on Little Creek and Haven Island, he just lost because he had a lot of restarts,
Yeah.
I mean, David's a speedrunner. You can see 2 times SC winner. He's trying to do stuff quickly, of course, but it did not work out for him, sadly.
Yeah.
And then Colorado, he got going really well, and then that happened to him. That was quite unfortunate, to be honest. That was not to be expected.
Yeah.
So
that is a tough one for
that means
sure.
the match is already over.
So let's just take a quick, or I'll just do a quick talk. We'll say so. k-kaneta is going on to face the winner of Danny Buta versus either In For Fun or Pinure. I believe that match is supposed to be happening later today. So Danny Buta will be
Yes,
facing
in
off
2 hours.
against In For Fun or Pinure, and then the winner of that match will go on to face k-kaneta. So if we see a Danny versus k-kaneta match, ooh, that would be, or even In For Fun versus k-kaneta, that would be huge match.
That would be interesting.
And so that means David Red Sox goes down into the lower bracket now to face off against, let's see, loser of 60. Who would that be? I don't think we know yet. We have a number of matches to occur in the lower bracket before we'll know who David faces off against. He will be in the lower bracket round 5 matchup. As far as the schedule for upcoming matches, everybody, if you're interested, I know we've got a number of matches today. Head on over to hitmaps.com for the full schedule in your local time zone. We are going to raid over GK Punk's channel. I believe the match that Gordy is currently hosting is about to be over, so we are going to raid
that's the case.
GK Punk, who is hosting Frody versus Atomic Garbage. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Yannini, thank you for your time and for joining me as a co-caster for this matchup. It was a great watch. Any final thoughts before we join Frody and Atomic Garbage?
Yeah, I just want to say this match was amazing. 2 players, yeah, of course, it was to be expected, but I think we got robbed from a bit of a longer match here. 6-0 doesn't really do that justice, but it was an awesome match anyway. And yeah, thank you so much for having me. And finally, we could cast the match together, actually, and not just hang out together, which is also awesome. But
yes, I'm so glad we got
casting
that
match is nice.
time together. And thank you for joining. Thank you for adminning the match. Hitman viewers and players, thank you for watching and joining us. Let's head over to GK Punk's channel and enjoy the matchup here between Frody and Atomic Garbage. Stay safe, everybody. We'll see you over there. Bye for now.